welcome back to the House of Crypto live stream. Hopefully the sound is much better on this one than it was just a minute ago, where obviously something's going wrong. Don't know what it is. Now, guys, something very important coming out right now. We have to get our heads in and around this. We are here right now. This is the SOS phase of this reaccumulation for the Wyckoff schematic. This is incredibly important. We've been talking about this for a while on Twitter and the channel. Is the sound working? Good sound? Okay, cool. Right. Who is it? Someone's in trouble. Richard. Non-existent. Richard, you have me very nervous. Anyway, guys, back in. We're all right. We're all right. It's okay, Richard. I forgive you. The Wyckoff schematic. I've been talking about this on Twitter for a while, okay? And if you're not following me over on Twitter, guys, I am deeply upset, okay? Because we are literally 1 follower away from hitting 30k. So, you know, if you're not following me right now, make sure you follow the House of Crypto 3. Just House of Crypto 3. There's lots of people pretending to be me who will be asking for your money. I won't be doing that. So, follow this one, okay? And I'm going to share with you the insights and some other cool stuff coming up. Now, this Wyckoff schematic is incredibly important because you can see that we are pretty much lining up perfectly throughout this period of time, and we are running into this SOS phase. Now, whether we break this SOS phase right this second or whether it takes us a day or two, we are yet to see, but it looks pretty positive right now, like it might be about to happen. You can see that in the last couple of hours or so, if we go for an hourly chart, you can see we had a big run up around 3% from down this level 68k. You can see it's starting to round off a bit at the top. Let's see whether or not this manages to break through this resistance line. I do believe, though, of course, if we sort of fail, maybe we just have more play around here. But I do think, guys, we are starting to evidently put in these higher lows, okay? This is extremely bullish. Higher lows, okay? Each time the price falls, it gets bought up at higher levels. This is incredibly important. Now, I want to also talk about some things going on with Ethereum. We're going to look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart and the path to altcoin season. Because, guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, but a bunch of altcoins in the last couple of hours have absolutely blown up. From, like, looking like dead coins, seeing people being like, oh, this coin's dead, that coin's dead. Suddenly they're up like 50, 60%, okay? Which is crazy. So that means that we could be heading somewhere interesting. And I think that when we break this level, you know, this is the market's going to explode, guys. Once this high here is broken, and it will happen at some point, okay? You might not feel like it's going to be today. Who knows? Might not be today. Might be tomorrow. But when this goes, it's going to signify something so important to everyone that the bull market's on. Okay, we're at all-time highs, right? Just about at all-time highs. And this post from Benjamin Cowan is incredibly important. Right now, Bitcoin sits near all-time highs. The wider crypto market has been running pretty hot with meme coins and things like that. And I will look at some stuff with memes slightly later on in this video and give you my 2 cents on what I think is going on there. And if you subscribe tomorrow, I've got a really killer video talking about meme coins and some wallets that have been making crazy money. The insiders who knew about Turbo and other coins, who've made one made like $8 million in that process. The people who are running the show alongside the market makers. I'll tell you what's been going on with the meme coins because it's all pretty nasty, but it's fine. Okay, we've now kind of cracked the code, and we'll be able to win from here. Anyway, Ben Cowan, I gave him a lot of hassle back in the last year when he was telling us to wait for Bitcoin dominance and all these things, and that Bitcoin was going to roll over to 10k. But we all make mistakes. I was a rising crypto YouTuber. I had to pick on the big guys to try and make people notice me. Fortunately, we've now made it onto Ben Cowan's chart, and this colored chart shows us something really, really incredibly important that you probably don't care about, but I do. These colored lines bits here, okay, these are all the YouTube views combined of all these different channels down below. You've got some I don't know of, some I do know of. Alex Becker, BitBoy Crypto, Mental Breakdown, Coin Bureau, Cryptos R Us. Sorry, that was a bit unkind. Probably shouldn't have said that. Ivan on Tech, various others. Now, this part here tells us the top of the last bull market, when we were at a price lower than we are now, the views were, as Ben Cowan puts, 4 million a day. 4 million a day. Ben Cowan's channel was growing by like 20 to 30,000 subscribers a day, which is absolutely ludicrous, okay? Since then, these bigger channels have barely been growing. But thanks to your subscriptions, my channel has been growing. So, please subscribe if you haven't already. Now, this is really significant because this indicates retail investors. We are retail investors. We watch YouTube videos about crypto, okay? You're watching one right now. Therefore, when you're in the space, you represent retail. And when everyone in retail is in the space, the market's running very hot. But right now, the market has been running pretty hot. Bitcoin's at all-time highs, and yet we are now under 1 million views a day, which is absolutely crazy. Look at the last time we were at 1 million views a day. Like before the last kind of bull market. You have to go back to January of 2021. January of 2021, we were in January of 2021. Here. What is significant about this? I don't know. January of 2021 was here. This was before, it was before where Bitcoin actually saw another leg up. But actually, yeah, Bitcoin's done a big run by here. But the altcoins during this period went mental, okay? Solana and whatever didn't even come out of the woodwork until this period of time, okay? So right now we are very much early. Despite the fact that Bitcoin is sitting at all-time highs pretty much, the next move that comes when retail suddenly start paying attention, and people are like, oh, retail doesn't have any money. That might be true. I mean, like, inflation's been pretty brutal in certain places. But there are other parts around the world who have seen other countries around the world who've seen significant economic development during that period of time. You also have the network effect, okay? Can't remember what it is. Raoul Powell talks about it, where, you talk to your grandma and your brother and your sister and whatever and get them in to this next bull market. And then everyone kind of is starting to get into crypto. You probably are having friends hit you up about crypto, being like, how do I get in? What coins should I buy? I'm having people hit me up who've never talked about crypto before. This network effect is bringing more people in. So yes, maybe people have a little less money, but there are more people. So ultimately there will be more money. Okay, sound good so far? Hopefully. Some change of picture. Let's do a question or two. Where do you get that new YouTube views? That is from Benjamin Cowan's hold on, I'll tell you what it is. I don't know what it is. He is called Into Cryptoverse. He has some pretty useful, interesting data, interesting schematics, okay? This is very interesting indeed, because retail will drive the next phase. And yes, right now we're seeing a lot of like meme coin action, which indicates that there are retailers about, but a lot of these meme coins are quite clearly being driven not just by retail, okay? There's market makers involved, VCs are still involved, despite the whole narrative about what's going on. And I've seen it been playing out, and I'll cover that in my video tomorrow. Don't want to spoil it, okay? But one of these wallets, pretty much to the day, perfectly bought just before everything starts running, puts like 2 mil into what's it called, Turbo, the turtle one, and then 3 weeks later he's turned his $1 million, $1.5 million into like $8 million, and he does it with that one. He does it with like Brett, does it with a handful of other coins that are all monsters. And yeah, fair enough, he might be a legend at picking the right coins, but I don't believe it, okay? He's basically working alongside market makers. He knows which markets are going to pump coins. He knows basically which exchanges are pumping coins, and he's on the inside. So I've taught you how you can find him and follow him. And if you watch that video because you're subscribed and you've got that notification bell on tomorrow, then you could be one of the early movers. You could find the next meme coins that these guys are buying. All sound fun and games, okay? All lots of fun and games, that's what I mean. Now, Bitcoin, obviously, right now, you can see I've drawn a big green arrow on because obviously I'm bullish. I will always remain bullish when the market remains bearish, okay? When the market flips super bullish, like I've done on some meme coins, I will flip bearish, which upsets people, okay? I made some jokes about certain coins, meme coins the other day. I got absolutely torn apart for it. Sad times, okay? Bullied in the comments of my own YouTube video. Anyway, that to me tells me that we tend to be topping out. And that's going to happen a lot over, through crypto. But we're not seeing much of that right now in Bitcoin, etc. Now, anyway, where does Bitcoin go? Now, we have the beauty of, the beautiful time of sort of identifying where the next swing goes for Bitcoin. Now, once you swing to an all-time high like this one, you then tend to get a pullback at some point. Not necessarily sure where it is, but you can see that we got ours from 73,750. You can see that the pullback then comes down to this level at 56,346. This beautiful colored pattern is the Fibonacci sequence, okay, which is like an age-old equation. It's not even that old, I don't think. 1600s equation that basically talks about how things grow, how like snail shells grow, how, the ratio of your arms versus your height, the ratio of your distance between your eyes and all those things. Anyway, I digress. And this basically comes into trading as well. I don't know why. It's all a bit weird. But all we need to know is once we tend to go from a swing high to a swing low and then up again, the next leg up, once we break beyond this high, is typically, not always, typically the 1.618. Now, the 1.618 we can get to, okay, that sits for Bitcoin at $84,540, which, as a percentage move, isn't going to retire you, okay, unless you got a lot of cash in the game. 20%, 20.3%. But what is so significant right now isn't the Bitcoin chart, but it's the Bitcoin chart in correspondence to, not pups. The pups has been pumping today. If you got into pups from my video the other day, it's up 41% today. Ordinals. This chart pattern for pups. I shared it, I believe, on Twitter. Guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, you're missing out. 30K. Thank you, guys. We've had 11 new followers since I called that out. We will talk about this Carve whitelist later on, guys. We've got tier 4, tier 5, and tier 6 nodes to give away. Not giveaway. The whitelist we're giving away gives you the opportunity to buy in at tier 4, 5, 6. I haven't bought 110 nodes to sell or to give to you, okay? This is directly from Carve. Now, coming down below, pups, you can see rounded bottom, has a break of this trend line and then comes out. And this is very, very key. I wanted to share this, not just because it was a meme coin we talked about the other day, but mainly because a lot of the coins that you might have been in, you're like, this is a dead coin, I'm worried about it, whatever, they can turn around so incredibly fast. And when that happens in the market, it's gonna completely shock you, because all those coins you might have just been, tempted to sell out of down here, they're probably going to turn around and you're going to be like, I hate myself for it. I've been there, guys. I've done it. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, come back to this. Pups. I don't want to talk about pups. How do I come on to this? But what happens when you don't have a plan? You can only imagine how difficult it is to manage my day, guys, with my attention span. Now, this is total 2. Is that the one? Bitcoin excluding Bitcoin. Right. I want the one excluding Bitcoin. Is it total 3? Now, to many of you might have seen this before. Some of you might not have done. And that is absolutely fine. At the top, we have the Bitcoin chart in black and white. Okay. And at the bottom, we've got total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is really, really important because it represents the altcoins, okay? So Ethereum obviously is pretty big, and yeah, is obviously an altcoin. So, but you get more accurate measure of kind of altcoins and where the altcoin season is compared to like crypto in general if you exclude both Bitcoin and Ethereum, apparently, okay? Look at the top one. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, previous all-time high, sat at 68K. It's now, from that very top of that needle, has at one point been up 6.87%, but is up currently 1.8% from its previous all-time high. But looking down below this is where everything gets very interesting. The total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin minus Ethereum is 63%, nearly 63.5%. It has to go up to get to all-time highs, which means that there is significant upside still to happen just for the altcoins to get back to the same level as Bitcoin. And I think I showed the other day this. I don't know if you watched my video. Not many people have been watching my videos recently, which is painful. But it's because, guys, you know, we've just seen it with Benjamin Karen. Maybe my videos have just got crap, okay? Maybe that's it. Don't tell me that because it might break my heart. But maybe it's partly mostly down to this, okay? Get spikes of attention and then everything drops off again. We live. Come down to this, and I made a post about the top 5 June dashboards. Times have got hard to make interesting and exciting content, but there's one here that is very, very cool. And it's the altcoin buy signal by Crypto Choreo. So if you're looking for it, it's this one. It's the 4th one of the 5. And it was this, guys. Look, this gray line represents Bitcoin, okay? And this greeny, like yellowy green line is altcoins, sorry, an alt signal. And basically this gives you all the guidelines, but I'll cut to the chase. When you have this green line under this, or either of these under this green line, it says sell your house. What it basically says is crypto is so good value, or sorry, such a good value right now that you should sell your house and buy crypto. Do not do that, obviously. That's not financial advice. Don't be dumb. If you've got a house, keep it. Hopefully it will go up in value as inflation continues to rise. Anyway, what we're seeing is this green line now sits in the sell your house zone. And it's not been this low since January of 2021. Do you remember we're talking about January 2021? Bitcoin, January 2021, sits in this same area where, remember, is where Ben Cowan, we were at this level, under $1 million, January 2021. See? So at this period, where retailers weren't paying attention, at the same time that Bitcoin was kind of maybe halfway up its first, like, you know, leg. I don't know if we have a double-headed bull market, or whatever you want to call it, or whether we're going to, you know, just go up in one go. But right now, Bitcoin sits here, and the altcoins are sat halfway down. It's so significant because January 2021. Let me have a look. Matic. January 2021. Look at it. It was down here. Okay, from there, in the space of a couple of months, it does 128x. And there was probably periods of time down here where people were like, let's have a look at this. Look at this as a chart. People around here would have been like, oh, Matic's a dead coin. Can you imagine? Dead coin, guys. Dead coin. You hear it all the time. Look, dead coin. The next day, you know, if you called it here, oh, dead coin, I want to get out of it. Within like a day or two, it then does 131%. Followed by another like few weeks, months of just endless upside. I think we're there right now. I think we are there. We're on the cusp of this, okay? I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty damn confident. Right now, what's kind of keeping people down is that, you know, inflation has been pretty brutal. The interest rates have been incredibly high, which has made people feel poor because it's very much more difficult to live because everything's more expensive and you get less money, okay? Or you get the same pay, but everything doesn't, you know, the same pay doesn't now pay for whatever because your rent's going up, because food's now more expensive. Money doesn't go as far. So if you haven't got money to be paying your bills and things like that, it's very difficult to invest in crypto. And if people aren't able to invest in crypto, ask yourself how you're feeling right now. You know, is it difficult to invest in crypto? If it is, then that's probably true for lots of people out there. And therefore, we're kind of limited at this area. But, the big but, right now, what have we got? General elections all over the show. We've got one in the US, general elections in the UK. We've got a presidential election, whatever you want to call it, whatever you do call it, I don't know, in the US coming up at the end of the year. every single election cycle in the US, the government will reduce inflation, will reduce interest rates because they want people to feel like they've suddenly got money again and the government's doing a good job because it helps them to get voted back in. They then get voted back in. They then hike up the interest rates and the inflation again. Everyone, it's just a continuous cycle. But when those inflation rates come down, not the inflation rates will go up. Sorry, I'm chatting shit. Inflation rates will go up, means the money printer goes on, makes people feel like they got money again. Interest rates will come down. Then things are going to go crazy. And we're already at all-time high for Bitcoin. Just imagine, guys. So yeah, this is going to be the biggest one of all time. It can't not be. Well, I mean, it can. But everything's pointing towards a crazy, crazy bull market. And right now, the market bleeds. I eat pheasants. Let's have a look at some messages. Pheasants. Why are we talking about pheasants? Anyway, Danny, people are actually just chatting to each other. That's fine. Altcoins, Casper. KRC20 meme coins. Interesting. I've not really looked at meme coins on Casper. Here's an idea. That might not be a bad place to look. Meme coins, they follow certain narratives, okay, very loosely. And people are like getting hung up on the community. But a unique place. We talked about Foxy the other day. It's been having a good run because it's the meme coin of linear. We're now seeing pups do quite well. BRC20 ordinal stuff. No shock there. When you start to see like various other meme coins and things starting to do well, you would say that they're probably doing well because they are from a certain niche. So Brett was on base. Therefore, maybe go and look at that one. Well, I don't know what it is. Go and have a look at Casper meme coins. That's not a bad shout. Crypto nut job. Solid. What else we got? Thoughts on Filecoin, INJ. Foxy, breakout soon, potentially. Who knows? Pups is on Magic Eden. Interesting. That is good to know. What's the liquidity like? Because I tried to buy it on Bingx. Liquidity is horrible. There is Bingx link down below, guys. There's a lot of links down below if you want to go and find certain things. Jasmy is garbage. People will get very emotional and attached to different cryptos. Peter, the Trading King. There are VCs. Okay, right. Okay, now let's go. Someone just asked for this, guys. Look, House of Crypto 3. I'll drop it in. I know it should be in the whatevers, but there you are. Please give me a follow. Also, we're going to do a giveaway at the end of this week, I believe. So you must be following me on Twitter and following me on YouTube. We're going to be giving away a few cash prizes or USDT prizes, ranging in, I think, probably giving away about $1,000 worth in various different sums. We are also launching a merch store. We're going to be giving away vouchers for the merch store because we don't actually have merch designed yet, although I've literally just sent the designs off to the designer to try and finish. So that's exciting. And you'll be able to get your hands on some merch. Who's that? Dude, you have me, PNG and AGI, mega awesome. I hope you got into those nice and early. PNG, AGI, absolutely boomed. Yeah, some merch store. We're also going to be getting free giveaways we've got Tangem wallets to give away, Tangem hardware wallets. Guys, so many things coming up. We're going to continue to try and get more and more. Forget about crypto. Let's drink beer, crypto on Solana while Bitcoin pumps. Yes, sir. I would be happy to have a beer right now. MPix is up like 56, 57 potatoes. 56, 57% today. Very exciting, okay? That coin was struggling for a while. But yeah, so far so good. Guys, if you haven't yet done it, hit the like button, please. Really helps me get the channel out. Right. Let's have a look at some coins and things. Now, I've been working with recently Bitunix to get these coins, okay, listed. Thank you for continually posting. If you write down in the comments below what coins you want me to get listed on Bitunix, I will get them to try and list everyone they can. They can't do all of them for various reasons, okay, but they're doing their best to list all of the coins we're asking for. They've been listing a load. They don't use KYC. They don't require KYC. They don't require a VPN. So no matter where you live, this is probably the exchange for you. You know, T's and C's apply. Go and, you know, not financial advice and all that jazz. Okay. Coming back to the charts. It's interesting to see a few coins. Let's use Crypto Bubbles first because it's a better visual. Crypto Bubbles is a, this is on a daily, weekly, on a day. Interesting to see, like over the last week or so, I'm going to sneeze. That was a good one. A lot of meme coins have been going crazy, right? And there are a couple of meme coins still sort of floating around in here. But look at them. Some of them really bleeding, okay? Trump down 9.7, Mew down 6.2. I think when Bitcoin really starts to heat up, it's going to drag cash away from the meme coins. People don't like this, okay? But meme coins have basically served a purpose. During this period of time that Bitcoin and crypto hasn't been doing a lot, people will go and do degenerate stuff and they'll gamble on meme coins, which is great. But eventually, they will start to take profits out of those and they'll start to put them back into the altcoins if the altcoins start to run. And altcoins are running right now, and I think they could run very hot if that money comes out of meme coins. So if you make good profits in meme coins, make sure you take some profits. I'm not telling you to sell anything, I'm not telling you to buy anything. But meme coin days are numbered, always. And the more people that get annoyed about this in the comments, the more you know they're numbered. Will you buy Gummy? I have bought Gummy, yes. And I don't want to tell you what I paid for it. It was more than I paid for it now. Actually, it wasn't that much though. Gummy. Yeah, I bought some Gummy. It's a meme coin, but what are you going to do? It's a meme coin that's been underperforming. Get into coins that have been underperforming rather than coins that are overperforming, and that's how you can do like 60 to 100% in a day on a meme coin rather than doing a negative 60 to 70% in a day, which you'll probably do if you buy the top of certain meme coins. Now, we are seeing a shift, what I'm getting at, okay, away from memes. We're seeing other narratives starting to wake up. Ordinals, BRC20, I've been talking about this as being an area to be paying attention to, stacks, etc. The BRC20 narrative is definitely pumping when Bitcoin pumps. Okay, so coins I've talked about before, based around that, seem to be looking quite strong. Jasmine having a really good run, which is quite weird because it has got a very passionate community and people are like really amped up on this news that they've partnered with Apple. They have not partnered with Apple, okay? Guys, when you see news about crypto, just read it. There's like a news article, it takes like 30 seconds and be like, Jasmine basically has like some loose agreement that, you know, some guy made in the pub with Jasmine like a few years ago that they might work together in the future. That company has apparently been on a phone call, or the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, has been on the phone call with the president of Japan about this, and this is why Jasmine's going up. So a company that's not even associated with, that's loosely associated with another company, has apparently been on a phone call with the president of Japan, who's been on a phone call with the president of Apple, and Apple might feature this app on their phone in the next year or so, and Jasmine somehow might benefit from this. Jasmine goes up 30%. Crypto is ludicrous. I hate it, but I also love it sometimes. Don't you? Right, here we are. Ton, yeah, I mean, guys, when this altcoin season wakes up, it's all going to go crazy. And I have kind of thought that maybe it's not just the narratives that will run like they've been running. So we've been seeing, you know, like AI run, and then we've seen like our real world assets run, and we've seen other ecosystems run. I think that that might happen a bit, but I actually think it's going to be more about the strong projects, because a lot of these aren't necessarily correlated. Okay, so Arweave, decentralized, deep in storage network, okay, also going absolutely crazy in terms of the number of transactions and things happening on Arweave. Arweave is absolutely blowing up for very good reason. It's actually a coin that deserves to be blowing up. Some memes are running well, like this one, Dog on the Moon, or Dog Go to the Moon. Again, BRC20 type narrative. Uniswap, DEX for Ethereum stuff. Casper, kind of at a layer 1. You know, this is showing that there are strong coins out there that are pumping, not necessarily because of narrative, but because maybe of something else. Maybe because this is where a lot of the money that's coming out now from the memes, some of the memes that have been making lots of money, money is now flooding back into certain altcoins. So pay close attention. Just because like certain narratives might be running hot, there will definitely be particular performers within those narratives. And I think as the market becomes a bit smarter, people will spend more time, they're educating themselves much better than in previous bull markets. People will be more aware of the upcoming news, why it's so significant that Arweave's booming in terms of transaction volume, why it's so significant, the kind of like technological advancements that we're seeing in certain crypto coins out there, why Deepin is such a massive opportunity space. And I do see people asking me a lot about Deepin projects because I've talked about them a lot. Talked about Peak Network. As far as I know, they're launching, I want to say mid-June to early July. This could all change, right? If crypto doesn't continue or doesn't go up, stays a bit flat, might have to wait a bit. But I think Deepin projects, Peak Network will be launching soon. Aether, I believe, is penciled in for mid-June. These Deepin projects are absolute monsters in the making. IO.net, GPU.net kind of went quiet, right? There's also Carve. So we had a big node sale for Aether. If you guys want to get in and get into a Carve node sale, guys, we have tier 4, 5, and 6 nodes to give away. 10 tier 4s, 50 tier 5s, and 50 tier 6. 62. You might be lucky. You might be able to still pick up a tier 5, but you're probably up into the tier 6s now because I said it was first come, first serve. So if you're first to answer this post, and people who wrote nice things like Lawrence here, good sucking up will always get you far. We will be distributing these, or we won't be distributing this. We're taking your wallets and we'll be sending them to Carve so that you can qualify for the whitelist. Okay, so also make sure you're following so I can keep you updated about how you can claim your whitelist and you can go and purchase these. Guys, these are absolutely killer prices that you won't find elsewhere right now. Now, yeah, so I mean in general the market's looking strong. Ordinals, Arweave, and Ton Network. Let's have a couple of questions. Because just to change the scene, rather than just looking at my face all day, I actually get to see it in bigger. Zoom in. Super chat. 19.99. That is very kind of you, Yelena. Thank you very much. Mega Pepe on MEXC. Do you think you can look into getting it listed on Bitunix? Mega Pepe. Let me have a look. Is it on MEXC? Is it 2 words? They do struggle a bit with kind of like these smaller market cap coins, to be honest. It's not that they struggle, it's just that it's difficult for them to warrant a reason to put a small market cap coin on because they got to make money, right? And if the small market cap coins are there or they're too small and they don't have enough volume, the exchange there's not really much incentive in the exchange having it on the exchange unless they're going to pay good money. MEXC has more coins than any other because you can list on MEXC by paying MEXC a lot of money. Okay, I think it's like 100k. If your project pays MEXC 100k, then you can get your coin listed. That's why everything is listed on MEXC, which is great for a user. For a project, not so much. Bitunix will list projects with good volume for free because they make money from fees and things like that, which is normal for most exchanges. Binance, difficult to get on, etc. But thank you. Sorry, I can't give you a better answer. I will ask and do my best. Favorites. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Bubsy is the only thing alive on Ethereum chain. Super chat, Daniel Hoot. Thank you, Daniel. It's not happened. I don't have. Let's hopefully it will load. 100k. Yeah, I believe. Sorry, it's 100. Sorry, Yelena. I believe it's 100k. Why can't I swap PAL AI, but it seems to attempt? I don't know. Sorry. Can you get Mamba on Bitunix? It's only 20 million market cap. It depends if it's on other major centralized exchanges. So typically they will use liquidity of other exchanges. They're a liquidity provider to Binance. It kind of goes both ways, right? So any coin that's listed on Binance, Bitunix can list. They can list a bunch of other coins if they're already listed on another exchange, and they can share the liquidity burden, okay? I know Mamba is on Uniswap, but it needs to be, if it's on a big centralized exchange, there's a chance. Once that happens, if it gets listed on any centralized exchanges, I'll speak to the team and we can get that on. Thoughts on Echelon Prime? Guys, Echelon Prime is a very decent cryptocurrency. But I haven't looked at a chart for a while. So let me have a look. That's why these live streams are good. I remember stuff that you help me remember. Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys. Solid. Echelon Prime, AI agents, gaming space, phenomenal, set of narratives to boost a project. It's already been running pretty hot, but you can see it's been like flirting with this kind of zone down here. Somewhere under around 15, under 16 bucks looks decent to me. Might be, I don't know, I'm not a financial advisor, do your own research. 16 bucks though, looks good. I think Echelon Prime is going to have a very good run. It's benefiting from a bunch of different narratives, and when gaming picks up, I think the AI integrated gaming stuff could be huge. Okay, absolutely monstrous, monster in the making. I do have a coin on here that is in talks and about to announce a partnership with Aether, and it's got a tiny market cap. And I'm going to tell you about it when that news is confirmed, but before it goes public. Promise. Okay. So make sure, and I'll probably announce it first on Twitter. Okay. So if you're following me on Twitter, do you see my kind of what I'm trying here, guys? If you follow me on Twitter, there's a good chance that you could see this before anyone else. Set your notification bell live. And if you get that coin, guys, it's like market cap's like sub-million. Is it sub-million? It's low. I'll have a look later. A little teaser. I don't want to say it right now because I want to make sure that they're actually going to partner and have a date in mind. Okay? This is from the CEO of Aether. Okay, so it's not BS. But I want him to tell me that it's going to be like next week, not, sometime in November, because you lot can be quite mean if I don't tell you the truth. Not the truth, if I just if I bluff on something I don't really know. So yeah, that's going to be a big one though. I'm pretty confident. Don't know why we're looking at notifications. Don't need for that. Don't know why we're looking at this either. Right, so long story short, guys, this opportunity right now sitting in front of us for meme coins, not meme coins, altcoins, is a phenomenal one. Now, where I would be looking, I mean, across the board, you don't have to look too far. You don't have to go too exotic, okay? Go across to crypto bubbles. When Bitcoin starts pumping like it's doing today, pay attention to the coins that haven't been doing a lot, that are suddenly waking up when Bitcoin wakes up. Audi, Uniswap, Casper. Let's have a look at a Casper chart. I gave Casper a bit of a hard time last year. I'm nothing against it. It's just people were overly bullish when it was already like way higher compared with a lot of other coins. And it went through like a very long sustained period of break, calm down when everything else was pumping. Very interestingly, look, it's breaking beyond all-time highs right now. It potentially might see disco. Potentially might see well, who knows? Casper has the ability to kind of just like go crazy, right? But a leg up here, what I would be looking for if I wasn't, you know, if I hadn't entered Casper, and I haven't been in Casper particularly, I would be looking for either, I wouldn't be buying this right now. Why? Because it's running into this resistance area. There's a chance that you get a sell-off in a resistance area. And then what we would be looking for is a bottom to get put in. Or if it breaks all the way through the resistance, you might end up like this, where you see there was a resistance area here. We broke all the way up through it, and then we dumped down below it. Okay, so if you bought like, you know, after it broke through there, you could end up being down 34%, you know, two months later. I don't think that's going to happen. Quite clearly, Casper is going to have a strong run in this bull market. It's already showing its hand right now. It's done, you know, every time we've had kind of bull market phases, Bitcoin looking strong, Casper's always turned up, okay? I just wouldn't enter it right this second because it's already been running into this resistance zone. I would see a pullback happening or a push through and a pullback. If it pulls back into this zone and you see like support being found here, that's a perfect entry opportunity there, okay? And obviously, if you bought into Casper down here, congratulations. But you can't do that anymore. Therefore, I've just explained how you can get into a coin late, if you want to get into it at all. What other coins do we just talk about? Audi. And you don't have to be, you know, you just have to let the market decide for you. We have a buy zone down here, green zone on here, which I haven't put in, or hasn't been there for a while. We were talking about this the other day, saying that, you know, if it dipped down, it was on the 4 hour, I believe you can find the buy zone for this. Look, this is what a buy zone might look like. We dip onto the 4 hour, we had sideways action. We stuck this green band across it. We did it on a live call. We did it with the league, which will be opening up soon again. And we basically managed to call this absolute dip all the way down. Perfect dip into this zone. Now look at it running up. From that dip, from that buy zone, already up 74%, which is not significant, but not too bad. It's running into this resistance. There's a chance that we could see, you know, a bit of sideways action, but I think if we're breaking this resistance, Audi could be onto something very fast. Okay, Audi looking strong. BRC20 ordinal stuff is already starting to show its hand. Okay, I'm very bullish on this particular area of the market. Why am I so bullish? I think because it's underestimated. I think because everyone is anticipating gaming being huge. Gaming, there are some good games. Gaming will do well for sure. But I still think that you know, when everyone is bullish on it, it doesn't ever perform quite as well. I think in the last bull market, it performed incredibly well because it took people by surprise. I think the BRC20 ordinal stuff is going to take people by surprise in this bull market. I think it's a bit of a natural progression for the degens from meme coins across. And I think, yeah, I think because it's underrated, it leaves a lot of upside potential for degens, and that's ultimately where some of the bigger pumps come from. Any more? Let's have a look. We'll wrap this up in a few minutes, guys, because obviously I was supposed to start earlier before I destroyed the sound. I don't know what was going on, and then I, you know, cocked up a few times. Stacks has been running well in the last week. Yeah, so if you can separate the meme coins here from some of the other coins, XMR I'm not really that excited by. Okay, privacy coins I think are going to be limited because of regulation. Ondo Finance, bit of a no-brainer. It's going to be big. ENA is what? Athena. ENA just broken this. What is it? Inverse shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, looks solid. Can't go too far wrong. If you're wondering what's going to pump when Bitcoin if you're wondering what's going to pump when Bitcoin gets running, look at the ones that suddenly have just started to show their face when Bitcoin goes up. And I'm not talking about the meme coins because they've been going up even without Bitcoin. Jasmy has been running well. Ondo, Casper, Audi, Arweave, Ton. And I know they're sort of bigger market caps, okay, but can't go too far wrong. Can't go too far wrong. Remember, what I'm talking about this, in the last bull market, Bitcoin and Ethereum were pretty much way beyond all-time highs before, you know, anything else even showed its face. Remember, 100, what was it? Matic. The 21st of January, 2021 was where we are right now, in my opinion, for like Bitcoin, for various reasons, which you can see here. You know, we haven't been this low on the Crypto Choreo June chart since January 11th here, 2021. We're now down at that level again. If we come to January 2021 for Bitcoin, Bitcoin was in and around this area, January 2021. It's also lining up with what Ben Cowan says here about the number of retailers watching YouTube videos. And this metric is basically telling us how many people, retail investors are in the space because they watch YouTube videos. That metric tells us we're at 800 million right now. At the top of the last bull market, we were at 4 million views a day. Last time before this bull market, we were at these levels, was January the 21st, was January 2021. Okay, so January 2021 is very significant. January 2021, Bitcoin was already all the way up here, didn't have much long left. But some of the altcoins, so some of the like smaller cap at the time altcoins, we had Matic. January 2021 was all the way down here, okay? All the way down here. And you will be able to find these coins, okay? But in the kind of like the nearer term, I would say that a lot of these coins that you're like, oh, the market cap and stuff's too big, they're probably in an area like this, okay? Before something bonkers happens. I'm not saying for sure that any of the coins you buy are going to do this. But if you're kind of smart and you lean towards those coins that are showing strength right now, there's a good chance that some of them will blow up. And eventually, they'll do what every other coin that's blown up recently does and do that. And you don't want to be the one who buys them up here. That goes for meme coins, it goes for everything. Because look, within a week, Matic was down 48%. Within a few weeks, it was down 76%. You then had to wait until the end of the year. So the entire... Oh, no, that's a lie. So from May till like the end of the year, you basically would have had to sit in the red, okay, if you aped in at the top of something. So be careful, yeah? A lot of these coins I just sort of shouted out, maybe they're already at the top of something. Casper, etc. Okay, be careful. Then look at the other coins that have more favorable charts, like whichever one we just looked at. Audi, okay, has had a pullback, now starting to kind of like show strength again. But it's still down on all-time highs, 42%. Doesn't look bad, okay? Now, guys, hopefully that all makes perfect, clear sense to you. All of these coins and things I've talked about today, you know, do your own research into them. Nothing is financial advice. I will talk more specifically about certain key narratives, coins I am holding in, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a very important video where you can find out more about some huge whale wallets and some really exciting and interesting stuff that's been going on in the world of meme coins and how they're transitioning out of meme coins into other altcoins. I will be talking about my portfolio and stuff later in the week, so make sure you are subscribed for that with the notification bell on. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button. Also get across to Twitter. Give me a follow over on Twitter. I've seen we've managed to get 27 new followers so far, so thank you very much for that, guys. But, you know, that's not going to be world changing. We need more of you guys getting over there. I'm like, and to be honest, the stuff I've been sharing over on Twitter, I do it regularly, okay? And a lot more kind of like useful. I'm doing some chart price predictions and things like that, which I'm more confident sharing over on Twitter. So if you want to see coins and things that I'm buying, like I talked about pups earlier and pups the other day and various other things that are going on, you can stay up to date with everything over on Twitter. Now, Bitunix I've talked about. If you want to go and buy crypto coins, this is the best place to do it. No KYC, no VPN. But if you're struggling because you can't find the coins specifically that you want, then I recommend using MEXC. Super low fees, guys. 0.1%. It's the lowest fees in the market. They have pretty much every coin. But you might struggle to access this depending on where you are. Therefore, get yourself a NordVPN. This is 4 months free, okay? And it's like $2.60 a month, okay? Which is cheaper than a price of a cup of coffee. Also, if you are trading and using cryptocurrency and accessing your computer, whatever, you should be encrypting your work, okay? Because people can spy on you, they can then find your passwords, they can go and steal your crypto from you. For $2.50 per month, you can protect yourself with a NordVPN. It is the best one on the market. This is the best deal you can find anywhere, okay? Because they're official partners. Hit the link down below. You get 30-day free money back guarantee. 4 months free, 30-day money back guarantee, $2.50 a month. Bonkers deal. Then you can access any exchange you want. If you live in one country, you can access the Netflix of another country. Therefore, the movies that you are limited to on US Netflix, you can now access the UK Netflix movies and Australian Netflix and whatever else, who all seem to have different movies, so you can have unlimited amounts of movies and TV shows. That's probably the best selling point. Screw getting onto exchanges. You can nail Netflix with NordVPN. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. See you tomorrow with another one. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye. Take care.